I'm Isaac Maluki, the director of Shona EPZ. We are a 3-year-old export processing factory that manufactures garments for export to the US and to France. What inspired me to start Shona is really to do the love for manufacturing. And I think with the trips that I've been able to make around the African continent, I've realized that very few indigenous Kenyans were actually interested in doing manufacturing. And so my wife and I decided, why not get to start manufacturing in garments in a space that I had a little of some interest in, and so we started the factory. Kenya's manufacturing space is untapped. There is a lot of potential for the manufacturing space in this country to explode. Not just grow, but really explode. Because the demand for garments and over 6,000 other items out in Europe and in the US is such that we can be able to take advantage of that. Americans are willing to import from glasses for drinking water, to paper clips, to toilet rolls, to the garments that we're making. So it's just up to us to really take advantage of that and then think about that manufacturing, not just for our country or the continent, but also think about it for the world. My wife and I, our passion is really the workers. Being able to give them an opportunity to have a job, being able to give them an opportunity to support their family members. And so we take a pride in finding more work so that we can be able to hire more people and support them. So the environment in this factory is really nice and easy because of ease of communication. The solutions that we consume from Workpay is we have a payroll management system. So we also have a time and attendance system that we work together with Workpay, and we're just integrating an amazing system which is contactless time attendance. So instead of using the thumb and avoid contamination, we are using the iris system. We're looking for a solution partner, someone who can be able to give us not just the service of paying workers their salaries on our behalf, but also someone who can be able to give us an end-to-end solution. We needed a company that can be able to monitor our production, monitor our output, monitor our costs, and be able to bring all that together so that at the end of the month, when we are paying salaries, we are actually have a good picture of, did we make something for the directors of the company? Did we make something for the company? Or was this month a loss-making month? The beauty about the Workpay system is that we are able to track our expenses and our income on a daily basis. The challenges we had before Workpay in terms of workforce management were the inability to really track and understand how many people we had, what kind of expenses we were experiencing, and that brought about surprises. So when we are working in a certain month and expecting to pay, say, 8 million shillings for salaries, that month it's maybe 12 or 15 million shillings, and because we really hadn't been able to monitor the process very well. In terms of integrating the systems with Workpay, we initially had a lot of challenges because we really didn't have a good system that was working, and so we had quite some challenges working on that, but the challenges were short-lived because the Workpay team was really able to come in and help us understand the integration process and work with us throughout that whole procedure. Shona began 3 years ago with 47 employees, and we started growing our numbers quite well. Right now we are at 600 employees. In the beginning, before we engaged Workpay, Shona employees used to be paid very, very differently, haphazardly. And so we would find maybe 20% of the workers have been paid on one day, another 15% are paid on the second day, another 40% who are double paid, and then a final 10% never actually even got their pay at all. Now, with Workpay, we decided to integrate our whole payroll system to them. So all our 600 employees get their pay through Workpay. Every single employee here, once they sign up, then we introduce them into the Workpay system. During that COVID time, we repurposed to change our production lines and start manufacturing PPEs. So we're able to manufacture a lot of PPEs for the local market. And that meant that not only were we able to maintain our workforce, but we were also able to hire more people so that we can continue to live up to the demand for the PPEs for the country. Very many opportunities that manufacturers can pick from the COVID pandemic, and they include having lines ready to manufacture not just the PPEs, but also regular garments for the local market. It's an opportunity for us to be able to showcase that whatever we're making for exports, we do make some really good stuff for export, that we can also make it for the local market. And it's an opportunity for us to show all those who go out to import garments out there to bring them back in, that they can actually come to us and we can be able to develop some amazing styles for them at lower prices than, and obviously they're much less hassle than having to fly out and bring these clothes. I believe because Workpay has been able to work with us very much towards making the time and attendance, monitoring of our production in and out, monitoring our incomes and expenditures, and also managing payments of salaries to all our workers. Because they've been able to manage that whole process, I think for us it means that we can grow. So if Workpay was to be implemented in all the other factories, and I have started introducing all the other factories to the process that we have, it basically means that our growth rates will start increasing. You see, because we have a good line of sight of what to expect at the end of the month, it guides us on what to do on the floor. It helps us on how to increase our production, build up on efficiencies, and that's the kind of growth that we need to go through. Without Workpay, I think it would have taken us 5 more years to be able to discover that. What I'd like to tell factories out there that are struggling with workforce management is they need to get in touch with Workpay, because they have a solution that's tailor-made to very many different industries. And if you feel your industry still hasn't got that kind of a solution that you're looking for, talk to Workpay. They'll be able to work with you and build something right out for you. My name is Isaac Maluki, and I would strongly recommend other manufacturers to join Workpay. Go to www.myworkpay.com and experience the difference.